I know you low key is like I don't want to be here right now. The women curling is
I think
on.
you were though. Did you
No.
work?
That's how
I did play at the Worlds for US, but it wasn't Olympics.
Don't be downplaying it.
No, I hyped him up. I told you I'm the
Olympic winning the
gold medal.
Don't be downplaying it. I don't know why the flash came on. So
Is it? Did you start?
I haven't got.
I did, but I don't know why. Is
But
that
like,
normal?
for example,
I
I saw this.
but that's
like,
that shit's
one
on.
You don't
time,
fit
gonna
me.
turn around.
She had a like.
You can look at it and see. But we talking
Black Lives
about
Matter
curling.
shirt on.
Do we still
We're
got
not
room?
talking about curling.
You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
Well, we
They
can.
tried to do something.
I don't know why the flash is on.
Do we still got room?
So,
Like to expand or are we tight?
No, we gonna stay tight. This Virgin Records.
Virgin Records.
You need to move over a little bit. There we go. You feeling like we're a little too cozy?
No, I'm cool with it. Hey, listen,
You don't want to
man.
be in the biz?
12 years in the military, I know how to be comfortable. Nothing like 80 clothes. You know what I'm saying? Nothing
Man,
like 80
come on,
clothes.
man. This Black History Month. Be back at it.
You and Ernest are both from the military. You guys are going to sit
Yeah,
in
man.
That was all right. Last dance.
All you gotta say is
Last
no.
dance. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to talk about curling?
I mean, we can.
I mean, I just want you to get it out because you probably gonna be like,
I'm all good. I turned
you
it
can
off.
keep it on,
No, I
bro.
can watch it later.
You can
There's going to
multitask.
be a replay. It's good.
It's the women, right?
Yeah.
Championship.
The Canadian.
Oh, so you
women's
really
The
be
Canadian. Wait, what?
It's the Canadian women's.
So only
championship.
Canadians are in it?
This particular one. This is
That's
there's
really-
a U.S. Women's Championship. It'll be later.
But how come
Was
they
that-
don't show curling on like in U.S. sports?
I know they show.
They only show that.
They show what's that?
They show it
What's that
Olympic.
game?
That's what.
This one.
Cornhole.
Yeah. See, you know.
That's because that's a hillbilly thing.
But it's on ESPN and curling's not.
It is. It's a world. They actually have World Series.
Let me tell you what I've been watching lately. Disc golf. I'm gonna say it 3 times fast. Disc golf.
Is that the one where they got to throw it into a little basket?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's kind of cool though.
You ain't got cable, or you ain't got.
Nah, bro. No cable, no Wi-Fi. I got nothing. I got some good merchandise.
When he says he's watching it, he's
Wi-Fi
he's looking out his window.
That's
There's some
right.
dudes playing in a park.
No, not at the park. I go to the golf course and I post up in the cart.
You the old man. You the old man that's just sitting on the bench.
Yeah, hey, what y'all doing over
I
there?
was like, oh, I see black people taking over major sports. They came up with something else. And there's a black dude in it that's pretty good from what I've been told.
That's crazy.
Disc golf. It's talent. It takes some talent.
It takes some.
Yeah.
In the open, it's kind of like, oh, that's crazy. You could throw something that far.
Right.
But I wasn't intrigued until I seen people like in the woods, like in the bushes, in the rough.
Yeah, it goes like around.
And
the
then it
trees
looks
and-
like
yeah.
trees only, and he like, and it's like through the trees and don't hit none of them. And I'm like, okay. This
So it's
takes
the
some
same
skill.
concept of
That's
golf.
skill.
But it's yeah.
But you just
But
went
with frisbee.
That's kind of dope. I like frisbee. Frisbee football better.
It's a low impact sport too.
Right.
But they throw it like a frisbee. Though, right?
Yeah.
And it goes long distance.
But they don't.
And they
call
got a
it
chain net
But
like
is it
moving
is it,
outside.
Do
is
they
it the same
change
as a
for-
frisbee or is it heavier or different?
No, I don't know. I'm assuming it's the same. But frisbee's like a brand name, right? So they got disc.
I feel like it's a little heavy.
Well, they got different
It
ones.
travels
like,
hella far.
dudes
Yeah, they
got-
have backpacks with like 10 of them in there.
Right, because like putting when it get close,
Yeah,
right.
you need a different type.
club, right?
Maddie told me about this because she got hit in the face by one.
Oh, I saw it.
You saw her get hit in the face by one?
No, I didn't see
Oh,
it.
he was like, I was there.
IG.
He convinced me for a second. I was like,
I
oh.
saw it, the mark. You know.
Really?
She got hit in the face.
Yeah, she posted it.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't be seeing everybody on IGs.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Anyway.
I'm the worst.
All right, well, we good. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of Y'all Want to Talk About It. Okay, I got the splitter on in the building. Hey.
Yeah.
Ernest in the building. Young Chad, Dino, and Freddie B. Curling extraordinaire champion. He don't want to talk
Olympic
about
gold
it. You know what I'm
medalist.
saying? He don't want to look at a bash.
Canada's premier.
You know what I'm saying? Poster child of Canadian
Don't you got like
bacon.
one of those like metal like the statues?
No, there's not a statue of me anywhere.
I bet.
I bet there is.
I bet you had commercials like Wheaties.
Yep.
What did they have in Canada? Sheeties?
Shreddies.
No, you lying.
Oh,
Really?
it's called Shreddies.
No way, bro. You made that up.
Nah.
I know.
Freddy's?
Bro, that's way too close.
I've been like
that's way
shredded
too
wheat.
close.
Did they do that like after the Ninja Turtles came out? Or no?
I'm looking it up. It's like little shredded wheat, but it's
Shreddies.
Shreddies. I got you.
You was on a box of Shreddies.
I was not.
I
on a
bet.
box.
You lied.
So many weeks. We got
Look,
Is that
don't
like
be
a
asking.
shredder?
Don't,
Wait, they had some flavor or nah?
they frosted Shreddies?
Oh shit. You ain't lying.
Bruh,
You
they
got
need a
something.
better logo.
Yeah, that look like
That's
OG
Post though.
That's
Post
all
make
it is.
trash cereal.
Wheat
Low key.
tents.
What else is Post? What else is Post got?
Grape nuts.
Hey.
Huh?
I don't need it.
Who's nuts?
That's the next thing that I thought of. When you said post here, I'm like,
Grapes don't even have nuts, so that's already. I wish I sat in on that meeting. Grapes don't have nuts. You eat grape nuts?
I don't eat cereal, so you're asking the wrong guy.
I was just saying that of all the cereal brands, I don't think Post is like. I think they lower on the.
He said, "What else they made? Grape nuts."
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting
like
that.
grape nuts, that's the one.
Y'all ain't never had no grape nuts?
Grape nuts is like at 99 on the cereal. Like they not in the top 100.
And then put that protein nut milk in it.
Oh man. Grape nuts and nut milk, yeah. You're gonna be about 6 months after you eat that. Young Prego. Anyway. So glad y'all made it out today.
I'm just like, why am I here?
I'm like, y'all tripping right now.
Who?
Grape nuts, what the fuck?
You never seen grape nuts cereal?
I don't want to see no type of nuts on my own.
I'm just saying.
Grape nuts, all right.
They got tiger nut shit. Anyways, man, listen. So in the sporting world, I don't know what y'all want to talk about, but Russell Wilson been a hot topic. And
Russell Wilson is going to the Cowboys.
Somebody kick him in his shin.
Russell Wilson is
No,
going
bro.
to the
I don't
Cowboys.
care. Listen, Seahawks fan.
You can't go out like that.
However,
He go out
as
like
long
with
as he
another
goes
ring.
anywhere else, do not go to the Cowboys.
Could have came to the Colts.
Well, nobody's going there.
Wait, is this contract up or is he getting traded?
Hold up, what you mean ain't
Trade.
nobody going there?
Nobody wants to go be a Colt.
I don't know. They
Bro,
should.
we literally every
Are
year.
you French? Y'all play every year?
We are literally contenders every year. We have a shot at going every year. We just haven't had a quarterback.
You got Carson Wentz.
You're technically not allowed to be a Colts fan. I think we discussed this before.
From Orlando.
Florida. You have an NFL team. You can't be a Colts
Well,
fan.
Orlando
you want me
don't
to
have
jump
a
on
team.
the bandwagon and all of a sudden become a Tampa Bay fan like 90%
Or
of the
Jacksonville, or in
Miami.
Miami. You got 3, and you're like Colts.
I was a Tampa Bay fan when Tony Dungy was there.
So
when
you
Warren
was a
Sapp-
fan.
I was when Warren Sapp.
So it ain't
Warren Dunn,
bandwagon.
all them, that ain't a bandwagon. I left because of the coach.
You got off the
Oh, so
bandwagon.
you went to
How was
Indy
that? Hold up, wait. How is that a bandwagon?
What did you get off of?
What
You
bandwagon?
had to be on something to get off of it. He was like, I
gotta
got
be a
off of
team.
them.
So were you there when they developed? You might have been there when they created the team, but were you there when they created the team?
Who?
Who's
the
your
Colts?
team? No, who's
Seattle.
your team?
I'm from Seattle.
Okay,
I said that.
So were you there when they built the team?
No.
So then you on the bandwagon?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. But I'm from there too.
So then how am I on the bandwagon if I was from
so
Florida?
Here's the
No, I said you off of it because you said I got off of that and when the old boy left. So I'm like, what did you get off of?
So you-
The bandwagon.
So you
The
followed
team
Tony
completely.
Dungy. So let me see if I got. So you were a Tampa Bay fan when Tony Dungy left. Tony Dungy left to go coach the Colts. So then you were a Colts fan. The same way that when Russell Wilson goes to the Cowboys, Kenyatta's going to become a Cowboys fan.
You can kiss my ass quick. Because that ain't never going to happen.
Why is he leaving Seattle?
Contract dispute. I don't know.
Because they should have gave Marshawn Lynch the ball.
Probably that.
So who want to go there now?
I don't know.
Apparently, he's
But we've been a
unhappy with the
contender
front
every
office,
year.
whatever.
We're talking about contenders.
Tell
No, I
me
said
we
we.
not.
Tell me we not.
I never said you weren't.
I don't know if
You
y'all
made
are.
Oh, yeah,
comment
no, I
saying-
got, you want me to tell you that you're not Jacoby Brissett? The Jacoby Brissett years, you were not a contender.
Yep. Well, who?
The Colts.
Of course, he came in after Andrew Luck left.
I'm just saying. You said we're always
Always-
a contender.
yeah,
I
you
just
said
said
Make a run.
the years
We
when
always
Jacoby
make a run?
for we always have an opportunity to go. We
A
better shot than
opportunity?
everybody else.
The Jacoby
Who was
Brissett
everybody else?
Bro, tell me right
Better
now,
than Seattle.
if Andrew Luck would have came in, we wouldn't have been in there.
Oh, if. Yeah, I can't do it. If
I mean,
it was a
if they-
fifth, we
No,
would
it
have
ain't.
right
It's
now.
a
They
true.
gave
It's
Marshawn
facts.
Lynch the ball.
It's
I mean,
facts.
If they
But we
gave
have one of the
Marshawn
best.
Lynch the ball, we would have 2
That's
championships
your
back to back.
team's retarded.
But
play
your
call.
team ain't even a contender.
Bro,
I don't never hear them in the conversation.
You tripping?
When?
What about the Redskins?
Who? They don't even
That's
call
not
them that no
even a
more,
team
so you
anymore.
out.
That's not even a team anymore.
They just
Your team doesn't even have a name.
They don't.
My team just won a Super Bowl. And it
I
won
want
last
to know.
year,
Wait
too.
a minute, y'all talking about me? How are y'all still America's team when y'all trash?
That's a
Wait,
good
you're a
question.
Cowboys fan?
Wait, you're-
Yeah, that's why he brought that trash
Y'all want to
up.
hate on me because I'm a Colts fan?
Nah,
Y'all
not because you're a
America's
Colts
team?
fan, just
Yo,
because you
but
said
Russell
y'all
Wilson played for the
contenders.
Rangers, too.
We are, bro. You give us a good quarterback, bro. We
No,
in
you
there.
talking about what you want them to be.
No, I'm not saying it, bro.
got
It's
first
facts.
Said if you give
Bro,
us.
pull up the ESPN reports of them talking about the Colts, and I'm telling you, there's not one time that you could ever say that Colts don't have a shot to run for it. And I'm not saying as a fact. and he still took him to the first round, almost past the second round.
Almost passed.
It don't matter.
Almost
What did
passed
the Cowboys do?
I don't know.
I'll wait.
Are you telling me the Colts got to the playoffs with Jacoby Brissett as a quarterback?
Huh?
Bro, tell me they didn't.
I'm gonna hang hope.
And then while you at it,
It's
go into the
that
archives of
iPad coming in handy.
1975 when the Cowboys ain't
That's
never
right.
made a run for nothing.
What?
What?
1974. We got 3 rings in the 90s. What are you talking about?
And then what?
Well, okay.
Y'all sound like
fine.
the
I
Yankees.
agree we
Yeah,
haven't done
yeah.
anything for a long time.
Y'all sound like
I
the Yankees.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Russell
right.
Wilson's not going to the Cowboys. I hope not.
Hope not.
I don't care where else he goes. It
I'm
just
like,
can't be
you
there.
can't.
Wherever he goes, they're gonna become a contender.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, so that's allowed to be said.
What
Yeah.
you mean?
Yeah, the
He's
same
great.
way you said if y'all get a quarterback. If y'all got Russell Wilson, y'all are contenders.
Oh, rewind that.
No.
Man. Rewind that 8-track. What you mean? What's wrong with that?
Hmm?
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
That's
It's like, that's just like if Mike
Y'all
didn't
gonna tell me
catch the
Colts ain't
dog
got a
case.
shot to make a run for it. Okay. Cool. We got one of the best. We got a great defense, a top defense.
Mhm.
We got a top offensive line. We just didn't have a quarterback.
Oh, so
And we were down to our third string.
Okay, so these are the this is the record of the Indianapolis Colts starting from this year going backwards.
Okay,
so
we're going
2020,
backwards.
they were 11-5, lost the wild card playoffs.
Lost the wild card.
They were in the playoffs this year, right?
okay,
The
cute.
year before, 7-9.
Oh, trash.
The year before that, 10-6, won a wild card game. The year before that, 4-12. The
Trash.
year before that, 8-8.
Trash.
8-8.
Trash.
The year before that, 11-5, won a wild card game. The year before that, 11-5, lost a wild card game. The year before that, 2-14.
Trash.
Was that the year you guys got Andrew Luck the next year?
That was yes.
2000, yeah. So, I mean, they
So
have
you
some
guys are
gaps.
certified wild card contenders.
That- yeah,
We still have a good
That's
run
it.
in most of the teams there.
I said you guys are certified
That's
wild
all I'm
card
saying.
contenders. That's what that just said.
That's
as far as y'all
Warren
go.
is still a contender, right?
No, just
Point
wild
blank.
card.
Next
contenders.
topic.
Same topic.
Contender was still in the word.
It
Nevertheless.
was, but you got to get past the wild card to be considered something.
Okay, I need to know, are you not a Washington fan?
We don't know
Me?
what he is.
Yeah.
Oh man, my team has won Super Bowl every year since I've been watching football.
He chooses in the Super
Bro.
Bowl.
Really?
Every
You
fucking
think like,
year. Every year they win. The Buccaneers, I've been talking about them all year. They've been great. Who won Super Bowl last year? My team, Kansas City, won last year. Yeah.
do you wait till the game's over to pick your team, or are you like at
I'm a
halftime of Super
winner.
Bowl?
Yes. I wait.
But you gonna tell me I don't have right to be a Colts fan?
Because you have a team. Like I don't have a team. I'm from Virginia. We ain't got no team.
Okay,
You
plot
got
twist.
Washington.
Plot twist.
He said a lot.
Fire Pete Carroll.
Huh?
So instead of
Oh,
trading Russell Wilson,
Fire Pete Carroll.
fire Pete Carroll.
Well, I don't know if that's up on the block. The whole Russell Wilson.
I'm just coming
out
out with the
there.
plot twist.
Yeah.
It don't bother. I mean, let me tell you something. I
Are they
used to be.
beefing?
What?
Pete Carroll and Russell.
I don't think they're beefing. I think he has a problem with the fact that he's not protected. Their offensive line is trash.
I read today he's apparently got some issue with the front office too.
Okay, well, sounds about
But that it could his
That's-
issue with the
that's
front
why
office
I'm
could
saying,
be you don't get anybody to protect me, right?
right. Like, longevity. He's looking for that. You know what I'm saying? That Tom Brady protection. Everybody don't get that.
Well, damn, if he go to the Cowboys, Dak is done. Or you be
Yeah.
a backup.
It's been done.
Oh.
But he can go somewhere and still be great.
He can go be a contender for the Colts.
We got a quarterback apparently.
Oh, y'all do? Who was that?
Hey,
I'm not
man.
I got Carson Wentz.
I'm not a fan.
Oh, so next year they're gonna win the whole thing.
That's not what I said.
They're gonna contend again. Yeah.
You can hate on it all you want. You look at ESPN. They the ones talking about
I'm talking to you.
it. I'm
I
telling
don't
you.
know who ESPN
I'm
is.
telling
I know
you what
you right
ESPN
here.
is, and I'm regurgitating what ESPN is saying as well, and everybody else is saying.
Who is everybody
They
else?
have-
Because I ain't say that. Nobody sitting here. Everybody else ain't saying.
Listen, I'm a Carson Wentz fan. I actually think the Colts are gonna be good next year.
I said they're gonna be a contender.
All right. We'll
Wild
see.
card.
We'll see. Worry about your quarterback.
I'm good.
Because he might be gone.
He might be, and I'll be like,
He gone.
I'll be like,
Yeah,
ever
I'm
since
good
the
at
not
that.
giving Marshawn Lynch the ball, I'm like, my emotions to football is like, all right, whatever. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
But where else he had the Saints and
Raiders.
Raiders.
I think he should go to the Raiders.
So hold on, Saints, Raiders, and Cowboys.
I think that's the top 3 right now. Yeah.
I'm going to Dallas.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
Over Vegas?
Fuck yeah.
And your wife's
State
a celebrity
taxes.
singer?
State taxes. I'm making more money off the rip. Land is cheaper.
Alright.
Like Jerry Jones will fucking give you anything you want if you perform.
I don't know about Jerry Jones. Well, okay.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta sell your soul to him, but it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Just do what you gotta do.
No. No. That's where the line is drawn.
Nah.
Do what you gotta do. He'll take care of you.
But yeah, if he goes anywhere else, he's a Cowboys fan, I'll be sick.
I might become a Cowboys fan
Oh, you will.
if they win.
Right after they
Yeah,
win.
Baskin
Right,
Robbins.
Right after they win.
You will.
Chat an NFL thought.
We winning though.
That's funny.
He said we winning though. Anyways, I guess that's that.
Chad
you got
the
something?
No, I'm
in
done.
the stands that he got the jersey on, and then when the other team wins, he
Pull it
slides.
out. Got the half jersey.
Yeah, the one that's right
Nah,
now.
he just full blown
layers, 7 layers.
Yeah.
Layers.
Oh man, wild stuff. Ernest, you got a team? The Falcons?
Nah, Pittsburgh Steelers first.
First,
How
y'all
Let
hate
me
on me?
finish. You gotta let him finish.
No,
because
man.
we gotta get a
Y'all
rest.
hate on
We
me.
gotta get a rest. We
Y'all
didn't
got
know
six
this.
different
We
teams.
didn't know
I
that.
didn't say six.
Y'all got teams on layaway?
Listen.
Yeah, my man
See
said
what had
Pittsburgh
happened
first.
was
Listen,
I had
listen.
visited Pittsburgh one time. It was a girl named
Right, I wanna hear it.
Roethlisberger. What?
I want to hear this.
So originally from Jersey, you know, like pretty much Pittsburgh right there. So I always been still a fan since I was 5. But I grew up in Georgia. So like ATL, Falcons, they're close. But like that's not my favorite team though. But I support them.
I still think my story was better.
So them was 2. There ain't no more. I was waiting for it and then.
Oh no, that's it.
Okay, I thought there was.
I mean,
another one.
Falcons not even really my team. I just support them because I lived in Georgia 20 years. So I just.
But you're not a Jets or a Giants fan being in New Jersey?
Uh-oh.
No, never.
Uh-oh.
I'm just asking.
That's a good question because you skipped to Pittsburgh. You
Mm-hmm.
bypassed.
Well, it's kind of pretty much because of my uncle. My uncle Clay, he always been like a Steelers fan. I used to spend a lot of time with him growing up. He used to
Gotcha.
cut my hair, and that's how I used to be. So,
No Jets. Where you were from?
Well, my cousins.
Like I was a Tampa fan.
Hey, my cousins are like Jets fans. So I just never been a Jets fan. So.
What? You getting interrogated? You got 2 teams? This ain't fair.
Both of y'all gonna give me crap.
No, we had to hear him out first.
No, man,
See,
my
you
story
tried
was
to-
still better.
I know yours crap.
I follow the coach. Tell me Tony Dungy isn't like a top 5 coach.
He
Not
is,
really.
but you know coaches move around.
Okay, so what's wrong with that?
Nothing, I
Players
guess.
can- okay, I'm
Well,
gonna
I never
say
jumped
this.
out.
That's like this. I was a Shaq fan.
I'm gonna say this. So players can up and leave to go win titles, but a fan gotta stay loyal the whole time?
Well, if you're
Yeah,
a fan.
I'm not saying that, but you
How is
said
that?
jumped out. I never jumped out.
First of all, I didn't say jump off. I said I stopped being a fan and followed Tony
He
Dungy.
jumped off.
So then
Nah,
what happened when Tony Dungy retired?
Yeah,
I stayed a Colts fan.
Why not go back home?
Why would I do that?
Why not
I've
retire
been
with
loyal.
Tony Dungy?
I've
That's your
been
guy.
loyal with him.
Here's the thing. Here, I should know why Dino's still a Colts fan. I tried to say Dino and Tony at the same time, and I said Donnie.
Donnie.
But
That's a good one.
Dino is still a Colts fan because the Colts colors, that white with the blue,
Oh,
and everything like
Duke?
that, it matches all his Duke shit.
Yeah, you keep the trash consistent.
Right, that's right.
Okay.
He's got a theme in his
It
life.
makes sense, bro.
Yeah.
That
Bro,
makes
I'll tell
sense.
you- I'll
You
tell
should
you-
use that actually.
Nah,
Because it's better than what you're saying.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
it
stay
is.
loyal.
It's better than
I'm
what
gonna
you're
stay
saying.
loyal to what I'm saying.
well,
Yeah.
I
I
never
followed
dropped
him,
from anybody. Though.
and I followed him for that same reason. To the point that I didn't even know, because first of all, I'm gonna make it clear, football is not my #1 sport, so I don't follow it the way that y'all do and understand.
That's why you
but
think
I'm
they're a
fan.
contender every year.
Nah,
I got it.
it's facts. Anyways, but I didn't even know, to give you the point, I didn't even know who Peyton Manning was when I became a Colts fan.
Well,
I just respected the coach, just like I respect Coach K.
I hear you. I hear
So I followed him, and that's what I've been. I've always been a Duke fan since I was a kid.
But now you're an ESPN fan because isn't that what
Yeah.
Tony Dungy is?
Yeah.
Oh,
Every Sunday,
ESPN said he meant Tony Dungy every time he said that. Just feel that.
But did you read his book?
I have not actually. I've been wanting to read his book, but I have not.
So you ain't a real fan. Okay.
Oh, wow, that was cold.
That's
That was cold.
The guy don't even have a
Yeah,
team.
that's true. He said the
Tampa Bay,
Washington
baby.
Redskins.
What you
Name,
I was out
name
once he
me,
said
name
that.
me 5 players outside of Tom Brady and Grout.
Why you gotta do that?
Exactly. Next
Antonio
topic.
Brown. I mean, you're comparing.
I was like, oh snap, he on the rock.
I ain't gonna lie. When he said, "Why you gotta do that?" Antonio Brown, I was like, "That's a given." He said, "Give me the computer."
No, that's funny, man.
But you know what's cool about being a Colts fan? Don't nobody ever give you shit. Think about it.
True,
Because as soon as somebody brings up, "Oh, who you?" "Oh, I'm a Cowboys fan." "Oh, you trash." "Oh, I'm a Saints fan." "Oh, you trash." "Who you?" "I'm a Colts fan." They're like,
who are
"That's
they?
what's up, man. That's what's up, dude, man. Y'all got a shot this year. Y'all got a good line." It's always something
Y'all pretty good.
of that nature. It's a neutral
Do
team.
people ever just go?
It's a boring team to watch. We're the San Antonio.
I'm sorry.
Y'all are the Spurs of football.
We're the
That's
Spurs
true.
of football.
I'll give you that.
There's
I
I'll tell
agree.
you all day. Like I think
I give
there's
you
been
that.
there was a couple plays that I could say when we had like when Taylor had a couple breakout runs. Like, but other than that, we don't get that. It's either a blowout or we're getting blown out. But we don't get like those big old, oh shit, it's a breakout
Yeah,
run. We
because
don't
y'all
get
don't
that.
really be on TV or nothing. They just
Nah, I don't even get to watch them half of the time, bro.
So
It's
hold
hard as
up.
hell to watch.
Can
They
you
be
name
up.
5 players on the Colts?
Not this season.
Oh, hell no! What? And you yelling at me?
You wanna know why? You wanna know why?
Come on,
Because when they picked up
Tony
Phillip Rivers,
Dungy
when they picked up Phillip Rivers, I thought that was a trash move. You paid a bum $25 million for 1 year to do the same shit Brissett did the year before. That was a trash move.
Freddie B got something to say.
Well, you already got 2. You got Rivers and Taylor. You can't come up with 3 more.
I'll retire my head right now. No.
Wow.
I retired from it, man. I was busy buying a house.
I understand.
There you go. That was a good segue.
Like
I
that?
like that.
All right.
I was busy buying a house. I'm gonna use that.
Okay.
I don't have a house, but I'm gonna use it
Someday.
Hey, what happened, man? I was busy buying a house, bro. I ain't got one, but I was busy.
Nah, I like all jokes aside, I really did, man. When I was in Hawaii's like football's really big in Hawaii. They're real loyal to like their teams or whatever. And then I kept saying it. I was like, yo, Andrew Luck's gonna get hurt. Andrew Luck's gonna get hurt
It's
because
your fault.
they don't have. No, it's the truth, bro. They had him. They treated Andrew Luck and thought that Andrew Luck was a Michael Vick. He's gonna pull out the pocket and run, and that's not who he is. He's 1,001, 1,002. Nothing's open. I'll give you 5-10 yards really quick. Right? That's the type of player he is. They didn't give him that. So then he got hit, got hurt, and then I said it. I was like, yo, he's gonna be done. Boom, he gets hurt, bro. I retired. I was like, yeah, I don't want to watch this. So then when he comes back, I was all excited. I'm like, cool. And then the news dropped, and I was just like, yo, bum track. I was like, I'm done. But I respected why he did it, right? Like I understand why he did it. The cycle of on and off, like that's tough. So then this year I was like, all right, let me see. And then they started looking for a quarterback, and then they said Phillip Rivers, and I was like, yeah. Phillip Rivers to me is like a James Harden. You had every opportunity in the world to win with all the teams that you could.
James Harden. Yeah, he really
I really
mad
don't.
about that.
I don't like James Harden.
Man,
He don't deserve to win.
He won't. He
close to
contended.
He close to it.
Contended.
I say it's KD and
Definitely
Kyrie.
He contended this year.
Yeah.
He's still bum wise.
He
He don't
contended.
deserve it.
I don't know. Freddie B, nothing.
No, I got you know.
All right, moving forward. So I don't know how far this conversation is gonna go because I don't really care like that, but it's out there. So apparently, after 70 years, they're gonna change the name of Mr. Potato Head. Did you see that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's just Potato Head now because
They're making it
got to be
gender
gender
neutral.
neutral.
What the fuck? Like, yo,
They're gonna come with both parts and just.
bro, I'm so sick of this shit,
But
dude.
Miss
Like,
Potato Head
I'm
is
sorry.
still Miss Potato Head.
They're keeping the Mr. Mrs. as a thing.
But then there's
But-
also a potato head.
He's just Potato
Oh, okay.
Head now.
So they're selling a gender.
So he'll
neutral.
be like Prince, the artist formerly known as
Yeah.
Mr. Potato Head.
Man, first of all, we can't be talking about Prince and Potato Head and all that shit, because Prince is up here.
I'm just saying,
But
Mr. Potato Head pretty
like,
famous.
but why they got, man, that's just, damn, man.
So, listen, you know I'm all about whatever,
Yeah,
equality
yeah.
and all that kind of stuff, right? But this seems like a corporation that's just trying to make up. Like this is marketing. This
They're
is
like
them.
they're gonna make sales off.
They're
of it.
right. Yeah, we're gonna.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if we do this, people.
They'll put the article out there. and
Right.
just let us blow.
I don't believe that it just didn't feel genuine to me that they were like, oh yeah, we're really trying. Because yeah, we still got Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. Did they
But you
mix
can
up
get
all
this-
the parts? It's dumb. It's just.
They're not the only one though. Did you hear Dr. Seuss got banned out of
Cause Dr. Seuss had bars, but
but
Dr.
they got
Seuss
I forgot where it was, but they got banned for something else as well. Excuse me. For something similar as well. And then I just seen something on the news, or some article on Instagram on the news, some teachers fighting because she says math is racist because of, how does she, don't quote me on it, but it was something that like, because the lady asked, so 2 plus 2 is 4. And she's like, yeah, but who identified that as 2 plus 2 is 4? Like, why can't it be 6? Why can't it, like, it's not, like, that's race. Bro, it was the most, I literally sat there and was like, yo,
You can't say do nothing anymore. Like everything.
You really can't.
Is something. Like.
But you know what the thing is it's crazy to think that they like, what's up?
I don't know how math can be racist. I'm stuck on that. Go.
That right? Like
I mean, there's a
I'm
lot of
telling you,
racist. Like when you said Dr. Seuss, I was about to go into like there's a lot of hidden racist stuff in Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss
like for
said.
sure.
But yeah, there was
But math.
bro, that one blew me off. Like I was like, this
Don't be
is a
coming to
joke.
my class like, man, you can't count. That's racist, because you know I got my own.
I
numbers.
could, bro. I'm telling you, I could. Matter of fact, I think I have the. Let me see
Don't
if
do
I
that
have
to me. You know
But,
what I'm saying?
I think the thing that's crazy to me is not only like, okay, whatever, it's happening. There's crazy stuff that happens all day, every day, right? But the fact that the media and social media is like actually entertaining the idea of these things,
They gotta
right?
push
to push the agenda,
gotta push
and
it.
that's what to me is like, yo, that's crazy to me that like that's happening,
They're bored at home.
pretty
That'd be
much.
some bullshit, man. I'm like, yo, what
Yeah,
are you
look, Dr.
talking
Seuss
about? Like,
one.
Racism with math?
Virginia, I'll find that one,
See,
but
don't
this one
even-
says
come on.
Virginia school system cancels Dr. Seuss, claiming his books are full of is that right? I don't know how to read.
That's tiny.
Orient-
Orientalism.
Orientalism, anti-blackness, and white supremacy. Fox News.
But there's a lot of stuff in Dr. Seuss. I like that. I'm like, yeah, that's there. Math, bro, I don't know about that.
math is a little suspect.
I'm gonna leave that one alone because I don't have enough info on that. But that doesn't really make sense to me.
And then there's another push. I don't know how real this one was too, but
He
in
said,
the
I don't
same.
know how real it was.
Well, because you know it's all like you gotta fact check.
Subjective.
You gotta fact check everything. But this one is like about the House just passed a Equality Act, a major update to the 1964 Civil Rights Act that will impact abortion law, religious freedom, gender, women's sports, and much more. So it talks about like the topic that we had went into about playing the sports and all of that other stuff. But it breaks down like what will happen, what it'll affect, and then let me see.
Go ahead, Freddie B, because you over there.
Well, I'm reading about how math can be racist. And they're saying that because it's focused on getting the right answer, and the students are required to show their work, it's a manifestation of white supremacy. That's a big jump.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even get it. I'm listening to you, and usually I'll be like, yeah, they did it. I'm like,
that's
bro,
why I was
I
so
don't know.
confused when I saw it, because I'm like, and then
Showing your work is.
Let me read this to
Okay,
you.
go ahead.
Upholding the idea that there are always right and wrong answers perpetuate objectivity as well as fear of open conflict. What?
Man, I wish I'd known that back in college, because I would have used that shit.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
I'd be like, man,
You weren't that wrong. Oh, well, you're right now.
I can't show this work, it's racist.
according to Article 765.
Oh man.
Yo, what's funny is you should have seen the newscast. Like when she said it, she was like, "Wait a minute." So like, what you're trying to say is basically like 2 plus 2 is 4, and the lady, the split screen, the lady was like, "Yeah, that's absolutely right. It's objective." And then the lady was like, "Oh, okay." Like,
But I feel like that just goes in line with like a lot of stuff that's going on now, right? Like you get to identify. Somebody wants to be a horse. Well, I identify as like there's a line, and now the line has been crossed on all type. Like you get to identify as whatever you want.
right.
And I'm not talking about if you feel like I'm homosexual, whatever. That
Just
okay,
anything.
but I'm talking about ridiculous stuff.
Well,
Like,
that was-
this is what I identify as now, so I need you to address me like. So as shocking as this math thing, I'm kind of like, well,
But that
that door
goes-
has been opened across the
But
board.
that goes hand in hand with what you just said. What we a couple weeks back or a month ago when I said that is like a certain point you have to draw the line because of stuff like this.
It's
Because
gone.
then it's once that floodgate is open, then it just becomes, you know what I mean? And then at that point, like, how do you
Everything
stop it, right? Like, how can you even go back and stop it when you've opened up? I mean, it's the same thing in the military. Like, the military went from being, you know, like people were afraid to use, what's it called, the Inspector General, which is basically like you can't say that to me. Yeah, and then they go and complain and you get in trouble. You know what I mean? It's called IG. But now it's to the point where, yeah, right. So, but now it's to the point where that floodgate opened up so much that kids, like these soldiers, are learning that in basic training. So then now, if you're like, hey man, and you're freaking going off, hey Sergeant, you're not allowed to do that according to Article 30, and it's just like, yo, like, so now it's like you can't do that. So what are you gonna do? You're in the battlefield getting shot at, and you gotta be like, hey man, are you okay? Is everything fine? You're great? Okay, cool. Well, listen, you gotta shoot that guy. Just try not to like kill him too hard. I don't want you to be scared. You sure? Like, come on, bro. Like, where do you draw the line on certain things? And again, like you said, it's not just on
math might be my line right there. That might have been it.
Yeah, they changed. Just what they were telling us in the Air Force to like, you know, before you approach somebody that you know don't know a stranger, you have to like kind of really be nice to them and like you have to ask them questions. But like to me, I'm like that's a potential threat. But the way they just have us like just pretty much, you just kind of like have to feel the situation out. And I'm like, in real life, it don't work like that. Cause it's like, boom,
bro,
boom,
you got a
boom,
split
boom.
second.
Right.
But, you know, during the training, the different ways they were trying to just have us like approach the person and like figure out all this stuff prior to like even like doing anything.
Right.
So like I could walk up, you don't know if he got somebody over here or there and just get shot up. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
But you know, training's training though. So I did it. But.
Freddie B, it's all in your face. What's up?
Well, I mean, there is a right answer and a wrong answer in math. I mean, listen, what I read really quick, I didn't get enough.
That was honestly the extent of the article.
Yeah, so I am bothered by the whole, what do you want to call it, the attack on science that we're going through these days, right? I mean, there's some certain scientific principles that are pretty clear, and there's a lot of people that really don't understand them, and it's very frustrating because they're like, well, I think this. I'm like, that's great that you think that you're wrong, and we have lots of scientific proof to prove it, and yet we still have to allow them to have their wrong opinion, right? And that bothers me. So if this is that, then I'm bothered by that. But I don't know where to go with it. So
Yeah.
I can't figure out. There has been a tremendous history of that. The questions on like exams like the SAT, that those are racially biased. And I get that argument totally. So if it's that argument, fine, I agree.
Absolutely.
It needs to be fixed. But if it's not, if it's just that it's
2 + 2
2 + 2 is
If I have
4.
two, if I have one,
2 +
if I have two,
What school did you?
Right.
And then look, we had another two.
Yeah, and then we had another 2. Now we
2
got
+ 2 is
6,
cool.
right?
Yeah.
Who said so? Maybe it's 32.
Yeah.
It's 15.
So if it's what I read you that just the fact that there's a right and wrong answer is white supremacist culture, that's ridiculous.
But isn't it interesting how like it, you know, it's if you, how do I say it? It's like, I guess if you immediately remove the emotional aspect, right? You just listen to like what they're arguing. This is the argument, right?
Right.
But then you start playing the devil's advocate game, right? Where it's like, okay, well, but we just launched a rocket, right, into space. Well, yeah. Well, how do you think they figured that out? With science, right, and math, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like you start kind of like throwing these things, and I laugh because I'm like you. So like it makes, I guess what I'm trying to get at is it makes me question the validity of someone's argument, right? Of like this is this, and then I'm like, okay, that's cool if you feel that way, but then how come when you go to pay, are you saying that that's objective? Like, because
Let me get that free 99, cuz. Hey,
you feel
it's
me?
how many thousand? Yeah, no, to me that's 0.
Yep.
So let me get the whole card for 0.
Right.
But that happens so much. Like for example, if like there's some people that read the headline and go based off the headline and then try to have a conversation, but then read the article.
Right.
Now with me being like a programmer, like I see this all the time. You got people that think they know like a lot of things, but what really happens is they just have a lack of knowledge. So it could be a concept, and they don't understand. They don't understand it because they haven't went that deep into programming.
It's on the surface.
Where like I easily see it because you know I got 8 years of experience in it.
Right.
But then you hear their answer and like where they gave up, and it's really because they only know this part. But if they knew all this and knew all the components that make this work, they would be able to figure it out.
You can't just read what.
But
what
yeah,
Shortcuts
you-
don't work.
Shortcuts don't work.
Nah.
Yeah.
You guys.
But that's what I'm saying. We need
No,
to
subject,
understand
so-
it better. Like it doesn't. The argument on the surface doesn't make any sense. So someone
Right.
would have to explain to me a lot better for me to even be able to read
Yeah,
the
that
comment.
was
It
true.
doesn't make sense. Yeah.
But you sparked something. You were talking about science and rockets and stuff, and we were talking about Mars the other day.
I don't believe it. I saw the video.
Hey, that's what I said. The picture was dope in 3D on
I just don't-
on social
first of
media.
all,
This is why math is racist because you don't believe they're on Mars. They're
First of
on
all,
Mars.
no. I don't believe that they're on Mars for the simple fact that when they released, I forgot what it was called, but when they were talking about getting ready to touch down and they released, right? If
I've been to Universal Studios,
if they're
bro, I
saying,
don't
hold
believe
on, and I want to hear your part. I'm just saying, I don't. Could
Picture
it be
looks
true?
great,
Yes, but I don't believe it.
Picture
The
looks
reason why I'm
great.
saying is if Mars is supposed to be similar to Earth, correct? Then
In what sense?
I mean, they've said it all along that Mars is the closest thing to Earth. That it's supposed to have life. It's supposed to potentially have water. So potentially to have all these different things. Or okay, whatever. But nevertheless, the conversation was said. So my point being is, when I saw one of the capsule, whatever capsule that detached from it,
Yeah.
and they showed the video of the capsule going down,
Yeah.
that capsule never lit up. It never did. I mean, you're talking about like that capsule is traveling at ridiculous amount of speed. When something enters orbit into Earth, I mean, it's burning up. It's coming through and it's burning up. Is it not? I mean, I could be wrong.
They had a
I'm
burn
not.
phase they went through.
But I didn't see a burn phase in that video. When they released that capsule and it was falling, and then it just slowly just disappeared out of nowhere. There was no burn, no trace. Like you didn't see anything.
Well, they have a different. They don't have nearly the atmosphere that we have, right? So they don't have. That's what.
That's what I'm
causes-
asking.
Yeah.
But
so
I just don't. And then I think that like the photos and everything. I don't know. It just didn't.
the
it
photo,
didn't-
the like resolution of the photos is ridiculous. Like the photos are amazing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I got whatever
Bruh.
12 megapixels on my phone too,
Chill,
right?
go
I
back.
mean,
Bruh,
what are you looking at?
that's Sedona.
You're not.
I saw a dope little picture on Facebook.
Go back. Go back. Go back.
Which one? You gonna
Click
look
on
at this
this real
one?
quick.
This one?
That's the trajectory.
That's
I was just trying to see if it showed because I had the video of what I was talking about, but
This is NASA.
I mean, even if it didn't have,
This is
even if
NASA.
it didn't have, he's like,
This is
no,
NASA,
get
Fred.
out.
We're all conspiracy.
We're all
This is
conspiracy.
NASA.
I saw a
It's
picture on
Atlanta, we looked
Facebook
it
in
up.
3D. The
NASA
stars
showed the
look
video.
great.
NASA. I mean, this was a NASA like
To
spaceship.
be
Yeah,
inside of a
NASA.
studio, that green screen was on point. What?
I'm just saying we can't get cell phones to work. You telling me they how many?
Flint can't get clean water, but whatever.
Well,
Anyways,
that's
I
not
mean-
where they spent their money, right?
I'm just saying.
But
You know,
they on Mars. I mean, they're on Mars.
I mean, I want whatever. There's your picture. I don't know how to make it big.
That's the parachute that they used to drop it.
Yeah, no. But
So
there
a
was-
How long did
parachute
it take?
survives in. That's too many.
Is it a person? It's not a person. It's just a
No,
rover.
there's not. It's just a rover.
When they sending people? Because I'm trying to get out of here.
He wants to go in like, what's 2026 or something like that? Elon Musk wants to. I'm
Yeah,
not
but
getting
that's
any
space-
Elon
I ain't
Musk.
never
That's
going.
You don't
Yeah,
trust
that's-
him?
I ain't never going.
You won't drive a Tesla?
Hey,
I
whatever
will,
happened to
not let the Tesla drive me anywhere. I will
You wouldn't do
drive
that?
the Tesla. I will.
I wouldn't either because I'm like, it's a control thing.
Yeah, I have a control issue. Like,
I'm with that.
But I
agree.
don't. I might like turn it on for a minute if I'm on the highway.
It's
There's
actually
nobody
pretty
around.
cool.
I might turn it on, but I don't think I would
It's
like.
pretty cool.
It's actually pretty cool.
That sounds cute.
It's still a little like nerve wracking, but it is kind of like to me it's fascinating that you can do that and these things actually control.
So you're fascinated by that, but you don't think we're on Mars.
I don't think we're on Mars.
Okay.
Why does that seem
Here's
like a
why.
big? That doesn't even seem like a big deal to me. Though, like Mars.
To be on Mars, it really doesn't. Yeah.
I just don't think that we have enough fuel to launch from U.S.
Well, once
Or
you're
from
in
Earth
in
to
orbit,
then-
there's no friction. You don't need a lot of fuel to get
You
there.
just
You
need
start
to-
pointing in the right direction and push.
Yes, but to an extent, but you still need some sort of propulsion to give you those boosts, and you have, and then
It's like the 5th rover we already put up there. You think none of them are there?
I don't think any of them were there.
You think they in Hollywood?
I'm just saying
Inside of a studio.
we've never gone back to the moon.
Okay, so
Hey, I said that too, and you were like,
we
"Oh
went to
God."
the moon like 6 times.
When?
After the first time, they went back a whole bunch of other times.
I don't know, man.
That low key looked like Cave Creek.
It does kind of look. I mean, it's not.
I'm telling you, they out in the desert somewhere. Like,
in the
yeah.
airplane when you look.
Right.
I mean,
Good.
bro,
I'ma
this
just
is
let
like
it play.
crystal
Okay.
clear.
What if
really good camera.
What if a head just popped up like, man, what y'all doing?
Okay,
So
so
there's no way that planet don't got no type of animals, no nothing. Like
there's nothing now. It's all dead now, right? Once we start digging, we're gonna find some stuff, but we can't dig
You
with
have
these
to
little
dig?
rovers yet. Well, yeah, because if the wind blows and covers everything up, right? So, when we were talking about the moon thing, this was the story. I said there's a theory. I don't know that the likelihood that a conspiracy theory is true is inversely proportional to the number of people that would be required to keep the secret. In other words, the more people that would be required to keep the secret, the less likely that it's actually that they faked it, right? So the moon landing, especially back in the 60s, think about how many people they would have needed to keep that secret. And it's what, 50 years later now? You don't think anybody would have been like...
Half of them are dead, though.
I understand that, but you don't think anybody...
That's,
But
you
in
don't think
50
that's a
years...
coincidence?
Really, dude, they were old. In 50 years, you don't think
No,
somebody would
half
have
of
been
them
like...
dudes died like a couple years after that stuff. Some of them, there's only like a few that are left that are super old, and
A few
in
of who?
theory,
Hey, but people
hey,
do be
we know
keeping-
everything that they talk about?
People
in
do
the-
be
in the
keeping
military?
secrets though.
Nah,
It's a need to know
I'm
basis.
just saying, the
So I'm assuming-
theory is the more people that would need to keep the secret. And again, this wouldn't be all military people, right? You'd have to get Hollywood people, you'd have to get producers, directors, you'd have to be craft services people, to be everybody. The more people that need to keep the secret, the less likely it's fake. I'm just saying that's the theory. I'm not saying it's not possible. It could have happened, right? But and think about the number of people. Same thing for this Mars thing. How many people would be required to fake this Mars thing?
But to your point, I mean that makes sense. It's valid. But I just think if these guys can create a rocket, right? You can create. You have the propulsion theory. You have all these things that are going on. You don't think that they can create and have one guy like him to hack in? Hey, at this point, when we tell you, like when they had the blackout, and then you just all of a sudden everybody's screen looks the same. They're still seeing the same. I mean, these are things. I'm not like I know it sounds funny, but these are real things that happen.
Why would they do that?
Why wouldn't they? Think about it. We were because at the time that we apparently went to the moon, wasn't it? Don't quote me, but wasn't it when we in the Cold War era? So why wouldn't that? That's a way to turn around and say that hey, we did something before everybody else.
Yeah,
and then
we
after
got
that
some
happened-
super national pride for that. There's no question. But the moon thing, we can verify. We could go verify it. Well, it takes some time, but there's a mirror up there, so we can shoot a laser up. We can get the. I mean, the moon thing, we can 100% verify that we were on the moon because they put a mirror.
I don't know.
You don't. There's a mirror up there. You can shoot a laser at
There's
it.
also
You
a
can
flag
check.
that waves on the moon.
Yeah, because there's solar wind. There's waves because it's from that. That's how it works. There's
How do you
science
know?
that explains. No. So people have been talking about it shouldn't wave up, and there's science that explains why it waves.
How you know? How you trust science so much?
Because 2 + 2 is 4.
No, it's not,
racist.
because
It's
I
not
identify
white
as I'm
supremacist culture.
confused.
So here's the thing: if you're gonna agree that 2 + 2 is 4, right? Then you could extrapolate that all the way to we're on Mars.
Hey, but people
Right?
do keep secrets though.
I'm not saying they don't.
You said it'd take a lot of people to keep a secret.
It would
And
take
I'm
a lot of
people
people to
keep
keep
a
a
lot.
secret.
Did you hear about the dude who is on his deathbed and he wrote a letter about who really killed Malcolm X? After all these years where they
Yes.
said it was Farrakhan and Nation of Islam and all these
Yes.
people, and the
Oh, yeah.
one dude went to jail for all, and then this dude was like,
Netflix.
hey, this is what really happened on his deathbed.
Right.
So he kept a damn secret.
Did he
All the
say
way.
who it was?
So how many of those people?
He said the FBI.
Yeah, he said the FBI.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds about right.
And the NYPD.
Yeah, the NYPD.
Yeah.
But he kept that until like, bro, I got 10 breaths left. Let me write this thing up.
So how many people that would have faked the moon landing back in 1969 have been on their deathbed since that time?
That don't mean it was on their conscience enough for them to say.
I mean,
That
I
was
think-
eating
I
him
think-
up. Apparently,
I
he had to
think-
get that
yeah.
out.
I think a
You know
lot
what
of
I'm
it
saying?
too, man. I think a lot of it too is I don't think. I think what you're saying is 100% correct. Like the more people know, the harder it is to keep it a secret. But I don't think that many people knew like we think that many people.
There could be a million.
So I got a buddy that works in NASA, or he used to work at NASA. Sorry, he works at Boeing now.
So
So
here-
Oh, young bias ass.
I'm gonna have him call in. He's in Seattle.
Tell him
I'm
to
gonna have
call in.
into this
We don't have
podcast
phone
next
lines currently, but however he can call,
He
we put it on
has
speaker.
security clearance.
I'm gonna get him to call in and
Tell
tell
him
He
you.
to
has
pull up.
clearance. He can't call in and explain that.
Why? No, he doesn't anymore. He works at Boeing now. He doesn't.
You
He
think
still
that-
got a
you-
clearance.
yeah,
That's why
you-
he working at Boeing.
He
I
still
got a
got
top
clearance.
secret. I know. Like
I had one.
Right.
And even that is on a need to know basis.
But
you know how many times I walked in and I was school, I was like, boop, I was like, oh, all right, I can't need to know basis.
You got science questions about how we're on Mars. I'm gonna have him call and explain.
I would love to. That'd be dope. Honestly, that would be dope.
Okay.
We're gonna have him call. What's his name?
Matt.
All right, Matt. Don't give his whole government.
I think
just
they got a filter. You know how like the IG got a filter? They got a filter.
I saw a 3D picture. The stars looked amazing. I was like, oh, that looks phenomenal. I don't know.
What if we go there and we get powers?
You know what I mean?
Like superpowers,
Yeah.
like because it's a different color sun or something.
Yeah,
like
like
that.
Superman type shit.
I will say
That'll
though,
be
I will
dope.
say this, and I know this is gonna be funny.
Is that closer to the sun?
I don't think
Misfits?
what it's further away.
Further.
I will say
So
this.
it's
I
cold.
don't
It's on
think
Hulu if you got it.
I don't
Yeah, I
think
know.
that we
Look at Misfits.
physically are there
It's
yet,
like a bit storm.
but I do believe that we're not the only things out there.
I agree with that too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think
So you
that's where
believe
my
in aliens?
Yeah. So like, I don't think, I just don't think physically we are like there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think we physically put something on there, or I just don't believe that. But I do believe that obviously there's other things out there, and we have sent, satellites and stuff to cross an orbit. I just don't think we've reached that point that we've been able to physically launch something from here with enough fuel to get you to that point to then project, because you got to get the fuel from here to a certain point, and then at that certain point there has to be enough fuel left to create that propulsion to boost this thing out, and then now this thing has to land in your control. I don't know.
I'm gonna
think
tell you
it's
why I
too much.
disagree with you. Okay, you're giving this way too much thought. There's aliens that are sitting there outside there. They're cloaked, so when they shoot the rocket, they pick it up, and then they beam me up, Scotty, or down.
Bro, I need your
Beam me
weed
up,
plug.
Scotty.
I need your weed plug, man.
Yo, you gotta really think about this shit.
That's a good comment.
We're not that smart as humans. There's no way in the technological
Well, Dino's
advancements that we've had in the last
Damn.
50 years.
Nah, man.
Bro, it makes no sense. In like our lifetime, how much tech has changed, we're not that fucking smart. There's no way. Like, to see all the stuff that we're doing, and then, okay, Tony Stark's with the hologram and all that other shit, right?
We already know the answer to that.
It's aliens, bro.
There's people coming back from the future because they write The Simpsons.
You know the Simpsons
Yeah,
now.
right,
At first
so,
you was
yeah.
like, I don't
So-
know about
We
the
already
Simpsons.
figured that
Now
out.
they're your
Speaking of that,
friends.
so did you guys hear about there's a thing now, like since we got into the conspiracy stuff, but there's a guy that apparently is from the future. There was this thing going around where he's claiming that he's apparently from the
He
future.
identifies from the future.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
But I thought it was funny because it was like it was funny, but at the same time it was kind of like, nah, man. But he like starts projecting, and I guess not projecting, but telling us certain things that are going to happen, like even to the extent of saying that Martin Luther King's daughter will run for president in like 2035 or something like that.
All right, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
What's his name? Because I'm about to go follow.
I'm gonna find
You
the
talk
thing.
about stocks and stuff like
Nah, I
that?
don't know about all that. But I just think it's like, hey, that's kind of it's interesting. But I'm with you.
Yeah, we're gonna move on, you know what I'm saying, to the fun part of the episode. I don't know if y'all ready for that though.
I'm ready.
You ready? You think Ernest ready?
I don't even know what the fun part is, but yeah, Ernest is ready.
Let's do it.
Alright, so new segment is called what? Y'all want
Where they do that at?
There you go. Only Freddie B was on it. We're gonna try that again.
I was trying to see what he was gonna say.
He's on it.
Where they do that?
You ready? You been practicing?
Ernest, they're making fun of me because the first time I was like, where did they do that at?
And I was like, bro,
And they're
no.
like, that's not how you say it.
Yeah. So welcome to the fun part of the show called Where They Do That At. Alright, they out here. This is part 2, continuation. We were talking about this last week with the dude.
Oh,
So this dude named Daniel, we won't give out his last name and we won't give him that much credit. He wrote like 39 things or something like that, requirements for someone to be his girlfriend.
Oh my God. This
Okay?
dude.
Now we went, what did we do last week?
We
14?
did 14.
So we ended on 14, which was, I'm gonna just give y'all a little update, which was I must be present when she hangs out with her girlfriends and no girls' nights out.
Yo, so
We already decided this dude lives in his mama's basement.
Yeah, it ain't no girls
got
And
around.
has never touched a girl. He's never even, probably never even seen one.
he got
So I'm
broke
gonna
by
run
himself.
through a couple more of these. So it was 36 things, but 15 was must have a decent job.
Well, he doesn't have a job.
I
She
know
has
he
to,
don't. Yeah, somebody gotta support him. 16 was, I ain't even see this before, but this is outlandish. I don't know who this dude think he is. He said, must do everything I say.
Oh, he a pimp. He a pimp.
This dude ain't pimping nothing.
Nah, bro.
He a button pimp. You know
That's
what I mean?
crazy.
You know what I mean? Everything I say.
He's a puppeteer though.
Yeah.
What? Here go. 17 gets better. Has to call me every day.
Obviously, he's
The
a
level of
bro.
insecurity.
He must be looking for a senior citizen.
I don't know what he looking for. And then 18 says must cook me dinner 5 nights a week.
What's he doing the other 2 nights?
That's a good question. Maybe he's fasting.
Pizza or something like that. Yeah.
Or just
Hot Pockets.
Hot pockets. Sounds like.
But
Well,
his
the other 2
requirements,
nights is probably his mom's cooking. The other 2 nights.
he got his laid out.
Yeah.
He sounds like he might be young. He said must come with me on dates. Well, what the hell?
Where how else is it gonna
What
work?
dates are you
Right,
going?
I know.
What dates are you waiting?
That's how we know he haven't been on no
Five
dates.
nights a week.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, some people go on dates by themselves, right?
Hope-
No,
Not if you with somebody.
no. If you can't go on a date by yourself.
I don't think so.
I don't think
People
I'm
say
calling
they
it a
date
date.
themselves.
I mean, if
I'm-
you're single, yes. But if you got a girl, no.
But I'm just okay. Just the fact of you need to come on a date with me. Like what? I just don't see myself. I would never tell like my wife, you got to come on a date with me. First of all, what date am I going on?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Because if I'm coming to I'm coming to hang out with my boys. Like you want to come or like
Yeah.
I'm going to do something. You wouldn't be like you got to come with me on my date. Because I know a woman would ask, well, who the fuck you dating? You know what I mean? Like
He got some weird, must do nice things for me. What?
these are still so vague.
Right.
No,
Then he
you
said,
need to
look-
skip number 27 because that's all the way funny.
Must have nice muscular calves.
Hey,
Wait, there was wasn't
There was one about his
Which
thighs. She gotta have
Muscular- what is it?
thick.
Muscular
Before
thick
that, he
thighs?
said she had to have thick muscle thighs.
Thick muscle thighs. That's how.
So that's how I know
we
he don't work
identify.
out because no one
Thick
talks
ass.
like that. First of all, we either gonna say she thick as hell or thick or something thicker than a Snicker. Nobody's saying what he said.
Thicker than a Snicker? I
Yeah,
like that.
you never heard
You
that.
never heard that?
Welcome to our world,
Yeah,
Freddie
that's
B.
good.
We use
Thicker than a
that.
Snicker.
Yeah, that was the definition of thicker than a Snicker. Right. I gotta do number 25.
All right.
Must ignore guys who talk to her besides me.
Just ignore it.
That's what he said.
Oh.
Besides him, so she can't talk to no dudes.
So if she's out and the guy goes, hey man, you dropped your whatever.
You're like, hey man, you have
She has-
nice muscle thighs.
Right, she has to be like,
How's he gonna make her?
yeah, she has to ignore the show.
Bro, she can't talk to no dudes.
So how's she gonna
She
check
can't
out at the
go
cash
out
register
night.
at the grocery store? She getting the food to make him
How does she place an order? Like, what if she
nothing.
goes to a
She
drive-through?
can't Postmates
Amazon.
nothing.
What if she like goes to a drive-through and it's like, hey, welcome to Burger King, and then she's like, fuck, like,
out of there.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Nah.
this dude is wild.
can't talk, can't no girls' nights. She
He's-
can't talk to no, but she's got to be a mute.
He said must put me first. This dude is on
I
it.
think he's actually looking for one of them robots, one of them.
The
AI.
build a bit like Black Mirror.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
You put in
The
water and
Chinese-
put him in the tub first.
Or they got them
That's
Chinese, what is
That's
it,
my
Chinese
opinion.
AIs or
The
whatever?
build a bear.
Right.
The iRobot girl.
Nah, they got those
Ex Machina, whatever that
Yeah.
shit.
they got them,
What?
what are they like, they AI. They apparently like,
I don't know. You
program
know some
out.
stuff I don't.
but bro, you Black Mirror. You
I
like
saw
some
that.
shit.
I know, but I don't know what they called though.
It's just
To me, it
AI.
sound like one of them rubber things.
Blow up dog with the mouth open. She don't do nothing else. That's what he want.
But she ignores all the other guys.
Yeah, she ain't talking.
If you could get one,
You could
with
draw
big
some
muscle
calf
thighs,
muscles on
right?
her.
She ain't finna go out on
She
no
ain't
girls'
going
night.
nowhere. No girls' night. Yeah. She gonna do everything you say. To a point, I guess. Close your mouth. Get out.
Right, that's right. Yeah.
Open your mouth. He's stuck, man.
My
Maybe
first
it's
thought
more of
was
his birthday wish.
maybe he did
Birthday
like
wish.
one of those mail order brides, right? Like maybe that's what he's. But I don't even think that's gonna work.
I think a blow up doll is what he.
That's where he's at.
I think that's where it's at. This is like a secret birthday wish
He
for somebody to get him a blow up doll.
We gonna leave that.
Maybe it's like a code that like you figure out within all 36.
Well,
of
we
these.
ain't get to the end yet. We'll do a part 3 next week or something. But yeah, the audacity. It's the audacity for me. Like you can't have this much of a checklist. Life don't work that way. I don't think.
It don't.
And you can't be that insecure where somebody can't talk to people. Like, you just gonna have her in the basement with you, in your mama house in the basement with you just hemmed up.
That's what he thinks.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, like hello, Clarice. He gonna be like,
Exactly. That's what he's at.
he in one of those. And I do have a part 2 to where they do that at. And it's funny because we were talking about drive-through or whatever. So apparently, a Florida man. I know Florida always doing it. Whatever.
And y'all still want to question why I left?
Nah, I ain't. We ain't never questioned why you left. I left. Yeah. Love hate though.
I'm questioning because there's some bad motherfuckers.
Oh man. Yeah, go ahead. We can go.
I never been, so you know. What I'm saying.
Oh Lord, we can't take you nowhere. Anyway, he tossed a live alligator through a Wendy's drive-through window. Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm trying to
Guess it
process
was a
it.
baby
I have a
alligator.
question.
Maybe he wanted fried gator.
What? I mean, so he had a live alligator in his car
I
first?
don't know if it was in his car. Said he just tossed it through.
He wanted to see the reaction.
Yeah. But he got charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Wow.
So how does that
And
work?
I think
You just pull up and you're like, what do you mean the frosty machine's broken?
That's
And you
right.
just, like, throw it.
yeah, the fries was cold or something. He was
Yeah.
pissed. But I'm like, how do you get to that point? Like, you know what would be funny? If I toss but yeah, how does he keep
Bro,
the
you know
alligator
how
alive?
strong you gotta be to pick it through your
That's why I
window
said baby
into
alligator.
it? Yeah, it had to be a
That's
baby
why I'm
alligator.
like, ain't no way you.
Yeah, maybe. But would he just keep it in the back seat?
Hey, bro, Florida people do some
He-
weird shit.
I
open the
believe
cage
it.
on
Exotics.
Listen,
You eat alligator?
I've had gator before.
No.
Tastes like chicken.
I had it.
That's
I don't know
that's
about-
what people
yeah,
say
I
about
had-
everything that's not chicken.
I
Tastes
don't
like
know, I don't
chicken.
really think it tastes like
Fried
chicken.
eggs
Tastes
taste
like
like
chicken.
chicken.
Nah, I don't think gator tastes like chicken.
I don't understand. Maybe Ernest can explain. The people in the southeast part of the United States and their thing with the gators. Like, why do everybody love the gator? Why don't you just kill them? Like, I understand we're not supposed to just go like eradicate like animal, but they're like, it's fine. I got a gator in my yard. It's good. We just like, seriously, if there was a gator in my yard, I would have a shotgun. Like, I would not.
You would just kill it.
Yeah.
I don't
Get some
think
Stacey
that
Adams.
is kill though.
Yeah, you.
Because it got like
it has to be a quarter
the
size
shell
shot
and
on the head.
All that you have to.
You gotta be
And it's
a
gonna
great
come for you.
shooter.
You can't like.
It's gonna come for you. Too.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
so
can't-
that's the other problem. So
I was like,
I was in South Carolina and I went to visit a friend and we were at his dad's house. His dad was living in this brand new fancy retirement community and he had this nice patio at the back. We were out sitting out on the back there, you know, having a drink, whatever. And then sort of beyond that, there's like a swamp. And he's like, I was gonna go, that's when he dropped something. I was gonna go, he's like, oh, don't go down there this time of night. The gator's out there. I'm like, pardon me? He's like, yeah, there's a gator in the swamp. And I'm like, why? And he's like, well, you know, that's where they live. And I said, well, like, what if it comes and like attacks somebody? Like, what if somebody's got a little kid or something like that? Like, what? I mean, how can you just have it like right next to your house like that? That seems really dangerous. And he goes, oh, if it attacked somebody, I'm sure they'd take it out and get a new one. I'm like, why would they get a new one? If they take it out, then you're good. You don't need to get another
You gotta
one.
replace it for nostalgia.
Apparently, it's cool to have a gator. That's what I'm saying. People are like, all the golf courses. Oh, we got all these gators. Apparently, that's
That's
cool.
true.
I don't want.
But
why
maybe
is
they
it-
just don't want to kill them.
A lot of it too is they
They could relocate them.
No, well, a lot of it too
To
is
the
that
aquarium.
the gators will go through all the like swamp, like the tunnels. And that's how they get through a lot of these places. Because you'll drive. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's overpopulated. It's overcrowded. It's hard to kill.
Yeah.
But they do have like gator seasons where like just like in Louisiana and stuff in
Yeah,
Florida,
They
they
be
do
crossing the
same
freeway.
thing.
You be like,
Yeah,
it's
like hunting,
same
yeah.
thing. It's like hunting, but you can only hunt them during certain times of the year, and then you have to like meet the request. So like if you go and you ask for 20 tags, like you have to bring back 20 tags. If you don't, then you lose that for the next hunting season. So it's, I mean, but it's
But
hard.
You know what I saw?
The gator do what they do though, because it's like, okay, you have a gator. He likes the swamp, so he's really not gonna go all the way
Mhm.
to your house. But then also in Georgia, it's not like Arizona. It's hard to get a weapon. I mean, unless you get it on the black market.
Mhm.
But like to acquire a weapon, you gotta have licenses, all that, just to even carry. So like everybody don't really got handguns like that. So
like the Wild Wild West. How
So when it come on your property, now I used to live like I had a lake in front of my house, and like gators used to come out. But our neighbor, white dude, he used to okay, one time he killed the gator, and then hung it by his neck on his tree. But when I saw the gator, I just went back into the house because I'm not gonna even deal with it. But
most gators though, like what ends up happening too is like in Orlando, in Florida, and in Orlando, like the gators that are out. First of all, a lot of them start coming onto shore and onto these canals where people have houses and stuff because obviously they come out to like sunbathe or whatever. But then what happens is people let their dogs run around. A lot of these houses don't have fences. So like if your house is like if the lake is here, if this table's the lake, like your lot will like fence in this way, but then this will be open. Or a lot of times the fence won't run through, so it'll be like an open backyard. So like your neighbors, everybody's houses are all connected, and you see. So then what happens is these gators come on land to get sun, but then you got the kids playing by the water, you got the dogs running around, and then all it takes is for them to feed off of one, just like the coyotes here, right? Like
I don't know, but I saw a pack of javelinas the other day.
Oh, I did too.
And there was like 10 of them.
When we went yesterday.
I mean, I was in the car, but I was at the light, and it was like a business little whatever area. And I mean, they was deep, and I was just watching them like, man, hell no.
There was 15 of them that crossed when we went to the resort.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. That's why when we got there, I was just sitting there waiting because there was like 15 of them that crossed. I was like, yo.
Maybe I should be more scared of javelinas, but I do not like gators.
I don't like gators. I hate gators. I don't get in murky water.
For the people that don't know, what's a javelina?
It's like a
wild.
It's like a big with horns.
I mean, I know what it is.
Yeah, no, that's a good question.
You know Pumbaa?
Y'all Google
it.
it. Google
It looks like
javelinas.
Pumbaa.
Is it in the same family as like a wild boar?
Yeah.
Can you kill them? You can just shoot them?
No, you gotta get tags and stuff. So this actually, I know a guy that I used to work with that had a tag to go hunting them, and he saw one come out from behind a bush, and he took a shot at it, and he was like, damn, I missed, and because it went back in behind the bush, and then it came out the other side, and he shot it again, and he got it on that side, and when he got up there, he had two. And he got in a lot of trouble, like he had to pay a fine for killing an extra one.
Wow. Did he eat the meat though?
Yeah, so
I know it.
I've heard people say that it's really tough.
It tastes like chicken.
Well, I've heard people say it's pork, right? But that it's really tough. But apparently, if you know how to like marinate it or whatever, slow cook it or whatever, that's pretty good. But I don't know.
Yeah, I'm cool with that one.
Huh.
Do they when they hunt out here? Do they use like wild dogs or like dogs as
I
well?
don't think so, no.
Because I know in Hawaii, they like for the boars, they take the dogs out with them, and so and then out there they ruthless with it, man. They don't shoot them, so they let the dogs go, and then the dogs will attack all around them. It's crazy to see, like, and these dogs are they're trained, man. They just napping, and then like once they get it to a certain point, they kind of like get the dogs to like tame him down, and once he's kind of then they just hop on the back and with the knife.
Yeah, I'm good.
I was like, dang.
Plants are way easier to kill. Anyways. Golly. I was visualizing all that.
Yeah. It's hunting,
you
man.
up, bro.
It's hunting.
Shoot, you made me think of Feed Me Seymour.
Oh my God, Little Shop of Horrors. Look, they like, what? You never
Oh,
seen it?
Y'all know that?
You never seen Little Shop of Horrors?
Feed me, Seymour.
It was like this. What's
When
that
you said
plant
kill
called?
the plant?
Yeah.
The plant, the Venus
Oh, the
flytrap.
Venus flytrap.
And it was like,
Okay,
he kept putting the blood.
Yeah, okay.
And then it got bigger and more.
Yeah.
Teacher Campbell was in there, her and what's the name?
I remember. I told y'all, man. I'm bad with names, but I remember.
Yeah, that's a good one, Ernest.
Throwback, John.
Yeah.
Hey, once he said kill plants,
You saw that big mouth.
it went straight there.
That probably look like trash now.
Probably
It
so.
is.
It was scary back then though, when he ate the
Yeah,
dentist
I know,
dude at
right?
the end.
I think you can see the strings now when you watch it.
Yeah, probably like an old
I know,
karate
right?
movie. Like, man, he ain't jumping kick. That dude was flying. I like them karate movies though, low key.
Yeah, I was watching Bruce Lee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love old
And the
karate
Dragon.
movies.
Oh, in the dragon?
Yeah, that's
Kareem
classic.
Abdul-Jabbar.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bolo.
But Bruce Lee never had no wires. He was
He was real.
Yeah.
Y'all seen It Man then?
Yeah.
The whole all of them.
Yeah. One of them.
One and two had me. What?
Which one not in English? I think
The first two was subtitles.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
First two was
the first
intense.
two.
I only watched, I think, like the first 2, 3, and then once they started doing
With Tyson.
Tyson, all that, it just became.
Nah, but they just came out with a new one that's like a legit another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
They've been good.
you know, Bruce Lee was actually like hated by the Chinese culture
I believe it.
because he brought Wing Chun to the United States.
I believe
Oh,
the
yeah.
white people he taught. Yeah, he was supposed to teach it to white people.
He
That
commercialized it.
the movie about him that his son, where his son plays him, was a great movie. Actually.
Yeah.
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 Brian Lee.
Well, anyway. My birthday's tomorrow. Not that anyone cares.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hey, that's my birthday, bro.
That's it.
It's like the birthday weekend, man. You were yesterday, you're tomorrow.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Mine's on a Monday though. It's kind of trash.
Kind of cool.
I
I
mean,
mean,
so I'm celebrating life, but I'm like, man,
Some years it's got to be on Monday. That's the way it works, right?
not on Mars. I heard.
Yeah,
I
of course, too.
heard on Mars they only do Saturday birthdays.
I mean, I don't. I'll throw this out there. If we colonize Mars, are we going to follow a calendar that's one rotation around the sun
I
for
hope
Mars,
not.
or are we going to follow the Earth calendar?
I don't know, but if y'all colonize Mars, don't colonize it like y'all do with stuff here. Can we
You
just
said
start
you're
over?
going.
I want to go, but it depends on what's happening. I need like aliens up there already. That's like, hey, we're gonna do this different. We tried that way already.
Bro, do y'all
There's
think,
aliens here.
I'll
There's
never
people that
go.
are aliens.
I'll
I
never
believe
go.
it.
bro, do y'all think that like aliens like came together and were like, yo, we gonna, and then some dude just was like, nah, bro, y'all see the shit they got going on, bro? Let's just roll out.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever.
I think
come
that's why
back.
they always just fly by. They be like, look at this.
They ain't
book.
coming back no more. They're like, they still.
We heard it's the best place on earth. Psych. We out of here.
They helped build the pyramids and then they was out.
Yeah. You believe that? They believe that.
Yo, I don't, man, that shit just don't add up to me. Cause the way the structure and all that stuff in Egypt is built is like,
Well, the fact that all the pyramids are aligned
yeah.
in different parts of the world.
And they can't.
And they
Science
can't
can't explain it.
No, science can totally explain this math, but the what they don't understand is, I mean, they align them to something to do with the stars, and I don't know what it is, but they're aligned to something, some sort of star pattern. But why did people in Egypt do it the same way as people in Mexico?
Because it was the
They-
same people.
Highly unlikely, but possible.
It was the same
Yeah.
people.
But I mean, that's the whole thing.
It was the same
Like,
people.
You think it was the same people?
Sure was. Can't explain it.
Yeah, I think it's.
It wasn't
I
a
mean,
coincidence.
If they did that, they probably had like better travel. You know.
I'm just
That's
saying.
smart.
Somebody was here.
I mean, well, you got the Anunnakis that lived before us. So
You
who's
got the
this?
Popladors.
Who?
See, don't get me. See, y'all be trying to get me started,
No,
bro.
I'm saying who, because
I
I
don't
know
know
as
who that
far
is.
as the Anunnaki. So who? You gotta put me on to something, man. We gotta have a talk.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were
Okay.
into conspiracy stuff.
There ain't no
I
conspiracy.
mean, that's
fact.
history.
The Smurfs.
Go back and research who.
Did you say the Smurfs?
I say conspiracy stuff because of how people say it.
I'm about
Yeah.
to tell you. Go look who was behind the creation of
But
Los
it's-
Angeles,
But
the
it's
city of angels. Go look them up.
it's
You
fascinating.
can look it up.
Because I think
Is this something to do with pyramids?
It has to do with who established Los Angeles.
The Bloods and the Crips.
Nah, bruh. In
It's
like
deeper than that.
1781, the Popladors. They're black Mexicans. Y'all don't want to get me started.
I think honestly, like
Been here.
I think something came before us, like anything, and then I think when because like I mean, you look at us, bro. We self-destructing ourselves with the technology and everything that we have, right? Because to every good, there's evil, right, and back and forth, and so eventually you start self-destructing. I think that that's what happened to some of these different cultures and civilizations, like the Mayans, and you know what I mean, who just disappeared. Like
So we on our way out then, is what you saying.
honestly, I mean, I see it. I see it happening.
Like,
Why do you think- I
Like,
mean-
like Sodom and Gomorrah.
I just honestly, bro, I just think that this is gonna be the life or death of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and some people may survive and some people won't. I mean, that's why you start seeing these guys like Elon Musk and everybody talking about trying to go to Mars and this. I don't think it's just a conversation of like we just want to go. I think it's like we need to go to try to colonize.
You ain't want to look at the Popladors?
something
I
else.
used to, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
We making
It's
ourselves
legit.
irrelevant.
We are.
We're making
I mean, think
ourselves
about it, bro.
irrelevant.
Look at everything that's happening. I mean, you know that movie or the documentary we talked about, the socialism,
experience.
social whatever it is. But I mean, it's like that goes to show you, man. It's that quick that like you can completely change. I mean, look at Pokemon Go when it came out. Yo, that in Hawaii, there was people like no lie, like in highways. But it's an experiment to see how easy you can control somebody. So to your point, we're becoming irrelevant, man. And I think that like in all reality, I think that's what happens when you look at history, because I think as like humans, we continue to repeat history because we continue to chase the fads and the names and the different things instead of learning the lessons that were, that came from those things before, right? Like if these people before us built these pyramids and did all these things, and then something happened that they went away.
Yeah, they're no longer here.
They're no longer here, and then we're trying to now figure out where they came from, how did this happen, this and that, and in doing that, we're also learning distractions and technology and all this other stuff that eventually I think is just going to create the same thing.
This is why I'm trying to make all my money as fast as I can and get out the game, have me some kids, cause we ain't gonna be here, bro. It's gonna get real. I just feel like I just feel like it's scary to me. Like I be sitting on calls at work and I'm like, we're talking about robotics, process automation, and automating all these people and doing certain things, and I'm like, yo, these same people need to provide for their families, like. Or I sent you the thing on the Misa Robotics, right? It's a hamburger flipper. Literally, it goes in, they're beta testing it for White Castle, right? It's like these are people's jobs that would normally go and do that. Like, shit is sad.
They're gonna separate the have and the have-nots. Like there won't be a middle class. I'm more so like I believe in karma. So I'm like, technically we as Americans, whatever, this country has been on top. And every great nation has fallen.
But us. Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, you think you could do all the shit you've done? And all this stuff that has happened, dark, whatever you want to call it, slavery, just go down a list and think there's no repercussion coming, there's nothing coming, we're always going to be the greatest.
Well, it's happening. Look at what's happening now. All these countries are like shutting down. You can't even go to these countries anymore. Right. So it's literally, I keep saying we're the scene of Training Day. He's at the end and he's looking back and he's like, oh, y'all motherfuckers, and it's like literally like
switched up on
y'all switched up on me. You know what I can do? And the rest of the world looking at us like, y'all just gonna have to like leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? Somebody trying to jump in another country that they allies with, like, nah, bro, let them have this one. Because it's true. We are the only nation that has not fallen.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, right? It's gonna happen, absolutely.
It's gonna happen soon?
Soonish.
I don't think it'll be in our lifetime. Like I think.
You don't think so?
I think it'll be.
What do you mean by falling? Right?
Yeah. I think we'll see like how we're seeing now, right? Like the transition of a lot of things of what we used to know, what we used to be. I mean, look at the generations of our kids growing up now, right? Like they're never gonna know what it is to experience the things that we experience. Like we as us, like got to experience those last bit of like, but theirs is gonna be a whole new experience, right? So they may be the future that carries on and they experience something else, but yeah, man, I think it's you were talking about them, taking over. It's like when they talk about like Elon Musk's concept of trying to, what is it, the chips that go into the head that basically shocks you if you have like nerves and stuff. I think that the concept is like, damn, that's kind of cool, right? Like if you have somebody who is suffering from Bell palsy or, you know what I'm saying, it can't do something, like to be able to have that back. Man, dude, that's like, those videos when you see little kids that get to hear for like, that shit breaks my heart. But then I also know that we are so corrupt, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be evil. And then you got people turning into, like, people are fascinated with the idea.
Be like, girl, you didn't talk back.
Right.
Hit a button on his app.
Yeah.
Boop. She just shut down.
That's a Black Mirror episode too. That was the thing, right? What was it here? Or was it was?
No, it was behind your ear.
It was behind, yeah. It was like a little, like a small little. Like,
Yeah.
But people are fascinated with that, man, because of the idea of like, I need to know, I want to know, and it's like, yo, that stuff is dangerous, man. And like, I agree with you, man. If I can do what I can and enjoy my life now and be around the people I want to be, because what's gonna happen is gonna happen. It's already in motion, but I think it's
control the controllable.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I mean, whatever. It's such like a Pandora's box. Like it's so much that opens up that I'm like, no, I'm gonna have a birthday party tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do. Celebrate all. I think we are in a unique space because, well, y'all too. Like, I know the before. Before the technology was what it is now, where you went outside and you played and like you didn't. If Ernest moved and he just moved, maybe he wrote a letter one day if he got an address. But we didn't talk like that. You know what I'm saying? And so now it's like I see the beauty of being able to connect with people and stuff like that, but I also see the destructive side or whatever.
That's how I feel like if you were able to live in the 90s, like I feel like that was like the last great era of like growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody before obviously they had their era, but I think the 90s was the last great era because of that. Because I feel like that. I feel like you have, like if I talk to my parents about certain things, they're like, they just don't understand. You know what I mean? Like, why? Like, what do you mean? I'm not doing, don't put your stuff on your crib. Like, don't put your car on your phone. You know what I mean? It's a very old school mindset. So it's like, I feel like the 90s was the era where you got to see both. You went from the I remember payphones, and then, you know what I'm saying, having to go to a payphone, and dude, my payphone, I used to call my mom on the collect, the 100 collect, and then when they tell you state your name, and I would be like, Mom, I'm on the corner of 43rd and Orange Avenue, pick me up, click, like, you know what I mean? Like, just things like that. But then I got to see the transition of technology and stuff, and so I also can see, like, you guys, you know what I'm saying, we can see that, man, that's cool, but
I think it's a different, in my opinion, a different like knowledge set where the older generation is stronger in certain ways and we are stronger in certain ways. Like there's just, like, okay, for example, if I want to learn how to do something, instead of me asking someone, my first thing is to Google it, right? My mom's not like that. She's gonna pick up the phone and talk to somebody.
I'm still kind of like that. Like, I'd rather you sit down and tell me than me Google, like,
to research and stuff.
But then my mom schooled me. She's like, all right, baby, if you go to jail tomorrow, who you gonna call? The only phone number I remember is yours.
Ain't that crazy?
I'm the same way. I only know my house number. Like, I'm kind of glad my mom still has a landline.
Yeah, me too.
Because if she didn't, I thought about it.
Freddie B got a landline. I'll be tripping out. Like, what is that, bro? Let me see.
My mom got one. My mom got a landline. I'm always like, why don't you cut it out? It's for the alarm.
You got a who?
A magic jack.
What is that?
Do you got a magic jack?
It's just an extra line. I got Google Voice. I got all different types.
I know you got all. I done seen you with 8 computer screens.
Ernest call you from 6 different numbers.
Don't he?
It's like a coding. So like he just puts it in. So when your phone rings, you see like 7 different numbers. You're like, yo, what the hell? Whichever one you click, that's the one that he triggers on the line.
Like, what's up, bro?
What's up, man?
You got a new phone?
I only got 15 minutes on this line, bro. What's up?
Prepaid?
You got a burner phone.
You got that Metro PCS line?
That's cool. I didn't know you had a landline too.
Yeah, we just have it for the kids. So once all the kids have cell phones, we'll probably get rid of it. But
And you know that number by heart?
The only reason I do is because it's like when you go to like the grocery store and they're like, enter your rewards number. That's the phone number that I have in there. So I have a number for that. If you handed me a phone and said call your house, I'd be like,
isn't that crazy? Because back in the day, you knew.
You could
Like, I remember it's like, this is my boy, this is the homegirl, this is, like, you just knew, like, and now I'm like, I still remember my mom's phone number, but she ain't in that house no more, she only live in the state.
I don't even know my kids' phone numbers.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's weird, right? Like,
I feel like one day they could just flip a switch, and then we like,
if the internet ever goes down, we're done.
what? I can still do push-ups without the internet.
Yeah, you can.
I'm good.
I was like, all they need is
you'll be able to get me food.
just to turn the power off, and we done.
I believe. You killing Halloween.
We like,
That's why I still be buying old school books. That's really why I buy old school books. Because I feel like one day the internet is going to crash or they're going to control it like they do in other countries. And then that knowledge that I can go and just tap into, ain't going to be a tap into.
Y'all remember?
I actually like reading books more than I like
on the
computer. I don't like.
People I got this Kindle. I'm like, bro, no, I need to feel.
Like, you know how people can just sit there. Like, I can't. Y'all remember going to the library? Like, yo, I need this book.
Bro,
and they give you a little slip.
Doing decimal system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta go through
so
the
many late fees.
pull up the thing. Oh my god.
You still got late fees.
You still got
they
books
had
that
something
come
cool
in.
though. If you
They about to come get you right now.
listen though. If you show hours of reading, they'll remove your late fee.
On the little card in the back.
When you're
the little
8. I'm not gonna do it for you now, bro. They're coming after you.
He's like, I read Dr. Seuss 8 times.
What's he know?
What?
Yo, what about
Nobody do a
Blockbuster?
library no
Man?
more.
Y'all remember going to Blockbuster?
Hollywood Video.
Was I talking to y'all about like an old school date night as an idea? No?
No. Nah, you don't share none of that with
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
Oh, yo.
Nah,
No,
do it
I
right now.
was like, yo, like on some old school
Okay.
date night type shit. Like, it's just like,
No
yo,
phones.
you and your lady go, no
Yeah.
phones, you go to Blockbuster, or we have video update where I'm from.
Okay.
Go in there and get
Video
you
update.
Pause.
Yeah, I never.
A what?
I
video
never heard
update.
that.
Y'all never
Who?
heard that?
That
I
didn't
knew
make it past the
Hollywood, I
city
knew Hollywood,
limits.
and then I knew
Yeah,
Blockbuster.
we had Blockbuster and video update.
Huh.
Go in there and get, because my boy used to work at video update, and he would give me the X-rated movies for the love when I was young. Yeah.
That back room. Right?
Hell yeah.
Hey,
Back there.
hey, they had video games too.
Yep.
You could rent the video games.
Bro, you know how many
Yeah,
times?
computer
Bro, you know how
nerds.
many
Isn't there
times-
one Blockbuster that's still open?
It's the original one.
No, it's not the original, but there's one in Oregon that's still open.
Yeah.
So
I
you
thought
gotta
it
go
was
to
a-
date night in Oregon then, cause how you gonna do that here?
We gonna start something new. Just like, okay, peep game. So we could do the old school date night, and then I was like, Hove should put out his next album on a tape, and then it come with a cassette player. That shit would be cold. Think about that.
You just gave somebody $1 million idea.
We could edit.
Well,
We can edit.
well, wait, hold on. You gonna hear a voice in the, it's not a tape player on the record player, huh?
Nah.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
It
it
is.
is. Oh wow.
So no, that's already a thing.
What you mean?
I got her a record player
Mhm.
that plays records. I
And
bought
it
her
has a
records. It has a
And
CD
tape.
and it has tape.
That's
That's
dope.
dope, yeah.
Plays cassette tapes.
Yeah.
That's
My mom
that's
still got
that's
it.
And, it,
dope.
and, it, and it's
That's
Bluetooth.
dope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom still got an 8-track at the
It's
house.
dope.
An A-track.
Yeah.
But I'm saying,
And
like,
it
if an
works.
artist put out an
What they
album,
put out, yeah.
That's just
But
like
artists
a
are putting their
exclusive.
albums on
On
vinyl.
vinyls. That's a new
But
thing.
I got
I
like Big
saw
Crit
that.
and
I saw that.
Toby.
Yeah, I saw that.
You can go to
and
Urban
this way,
Outfitters
I
and
got
get.
this.
They got a
Yeah,
whole
they got a
catalog.
bunch. Yeah.
That's
And
like
that Z
popular now.
Records.
Yeah.
There's a little Z Records around here, local.
Yeah.
Got multiple.
Direction?
Yeah.
Bro, you know
I
how
don't
many
even
ass
know, man.
whippings I got from Blockbuster when they came out with the video games? I never returned them.
Me
They
either.
just charged my mom's
Man.
car.
See,
Well,
this is
my
what I
mom-
used to do. Like Super Nintendo games.
This is Hustle Economics 101.
Yeah, I used to get like a. I used to take the thing off, the like sticker,
And change it.
and then put like a terrible game sticker on that, and then switch them. And then now I got the
You was
game.
hustling for
That's
real.
what I'm talking about.
How'd you get the sticker off without effing it up?
Nah, you just had to use like alcohol, and then just,
He had a whole kit, bro. He opened the kit. He was like,
He said that so smooth, like you know some.
Wasn't that like the
alcohol.
tennis thing? Y'all play tennis?
Yeah, like
Yeah. Watch this one, bro.
the like acetone loosened it up.
Bro, how you knew about acetone at 8 years old, man?
I mean,
Yo.
It's always something.
I was
You be
a
like,
teenager,
what?
so- Bro, I had about,
Oh my
no
God.
lie, I probably had about 40 different accounts under 40 different names.
Wow.
Because remember, like, you had, like, whenever you were late, they wouldn't let you
Yeah, to get
rent
another
anymore,
one.
so you
Yeah.
just open up a new one. So I would just open a new one.
So you showed up with like a stack of Blockbuster.
Yeah, I was
cards,
like, which one is
see-
that? Which number?
I'm gonna be him today.
Yep.
That's crazy. All right. Anything else, fellas? Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
I need to know if Chad owns a pink blazer because he has a Valentine's Day outfit. Why are
Oh,
you
he
wearing
went
a
back to
pink
that.
blazer on Valentine's Day?
First of all, as Jay-Z said, that's mauve. Okay. And yes,
that's
I do.
mauve.
I'll pull up the clip right now. Let me borrow your phone, man. Go to YouTube real quick, man. 'cause
This
I'm
is how you
still
know
trying-
Chad is a pimp.
You know what I'm
He don't
saying?
use no, he don't leave
No,
trace.
Kenyatta defended him and said black people have crazy shit for Easter. It could be his
We
Easter.
do.
yeah, true.
But that's a fly.
Easter's
Oh,
like
yeah,
lime
all
green.
night.
Just like
Big
Django
old-
came out with the purple.
Yeah.
You know, you
That's
gotta
a
be
real
something like
thing.
But you can wear, I mean, you can wear a pink blazer.
Listen,
I like that pink, man.
It's
Drop the
mauve,
mic
bro.
on. Come on, cuz. I was in there smooth. All the old ladies was hitting on me and everything.
the week before on a podcast, you trashed Valentine's Day. Said it's not worst holiday, not a real holiday. You trashed
You
Valentine's
sure
Day.
that was me?
Yeah, we have it on
I'm
video.
gonna have to record that.
And then the next weekend, Valentine's Day was a Sunday. I pull up my social media, and what do I see? But you out with the ladies.
Oh, that was Saturday night.
In
that
a
was
pink
Valentine's
blazer.
Day.
You got a Valentine's Day outfit, bro.
No, I already had that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I had that in the crib.
You had an outfit.
Technically, I've been had that outfit. I was gonna wear it for Easter, because you know Easter got them different yellow and all them
Redskins.
different colors. You know what I'm saying? So I was saving for that, but then I was like, then they invited me out. I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna throw this pink blazer on real quick.
All right, that's. I just
Fred,
need
you
to know
gotta
if
come to
you
my
got.
house. I got suits.
I'm
I got
sure
a
you do.
lot of
You
fucking
got
suits.
pinstripe suits,
bro. I got a
You
lot
straight,
of
though.
suits,
I
dog.
got about like 6.
Nah, I got a lot of suits.
That's all.
Like I don't even know why I have so many, because it's hot
I
as
should
shit
blaze
out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got rid of all that. I stopped wearing blazers.
I got double-breasted, single. I mean, I got a mean-ass tailor.
Pimp suit.
I thought you lied to us because you were like, no, Valentine sucks, but I got a whole Valentine's outfit. I got a whole.
Nah, I've been in the house.
Okay.
No, I just happened to wear it tonight. I was
Alright.
gonna wear the red one, but I was
Yeah,
like,
the
no,
little
I'm good with
Valentine.
this.
Like this.
Ernest was with me.
Yeah, I was there.
This is
my
why
blazer-
y'all don't see them here. That my thing died somewhere already.
Hey,
When
my
the
blazer
light went
was
off.
blue though. So.
Or the phone is dead.
Hey
It
man,
might be dead. That might be the end of it.
Was it
When the light is off.
Okay.
Pretty beast.
Oh, man, I had
I think
that
we're still
blue
good.
blazer.
Huh?
Still going?
Looks like it's still recording.
Alright, whatever. Yeah. So we ain't really have no sponsor thing, no
We didn't do anything.
no nothing. But we can shout out to Savannah, the
Yeah.
resort
Yeah.
from last night.
Oh yeah, shout out.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Shout out to Savannah Resorts. I
Yeah,
think
we
that's
should
what it's
have-
called.